Hello, good morning. Welcome to today's episode. I'm really excited to introduce a high school senior, Emily. Emily, hi, welcome.
Hi.
Please tell us about Polished by Emily.
So Polished by Emily is a business that I started last year in the summer, and I provide personalized nail services for my family, friends, and people at my school.
Yeah, okay. And then what type of nail services are included in that?
I do Gel X, Builder Gel, Hard Gel. I mainly focus on gel products because I'm not licensed, so I don't do acrylic.
Okay. And then so how could somebody get connected with you to utilize your services?
I have multiple social media platforms, so I have Instagram and TikTok, and people mainly connect with me via Instagram.
Okay, awesome. And then on your Instagram, do you have some pictures of the art that you've done?
Yes, after every single client, I take multiple photos and I post it just because I know that people like to have a visual aspect before they're booking.
Yeah. And I noticed that your nails are quite beautiful. Are those is that Builder Gel?
This is actually hard gel because I'm trying to grow my natural nails out.
Okay, awesome. I've never tried the Builder Gel. I usually just do dip, but I always hear really great things about it.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a benefit over it versus just the...
I would say any medium is nice. I would say acrylic and dip is great. I just know a lot of people are switching over to Builder Gel because it's more flexible and people prefer it because it's more lightweight, but there's nothing wrong with acrylic or dip.
Yeah, I feel like with mine, it is dip, but it feels almost like acrylic. It feels like really hard, which I don't mind, but I'm always open to trying something new. Yeah, awesome. And so Millard,
yes.
Millard West, you say?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And then senior year, what are your big goals for after school ends?
After school ends, I would like to go to Creighton University or UNL. I want to study business admin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, it turns out that there's lots of places that could utilize someone like you, so yeah, stick with it. What inspired you? What inspired you to do this?
I would say my biggest inspiration is my dad because growing up as a child, I would always be with my dad when he was going to his new businesses. He has a couple of nail salons in the Omaha area.
Okay.
And so when I was a kid, I remember going to our first nail salon, which was V-Nails, and then it just kept on growing and growing. And so seeing his maximum of what he thought was success back then, I just see it continually growing. It inspires me to start my own successful business.
Oh, awesome. Well, there's a little plug. You said V-Nails?
Yes, that was our old nail salon, but we are opening a new nail salon called Heartwood Nails, and that's our newest.
Okay. What was the name?
Heartwood Nails.
Heartwood Nails. Check them out. Awesome. Okay. Well, is there, as you're heading to high school, getting ready to start your day, is there a song that you really like to listen to that kind of is like a walkout song?
I would say it'd be Last Friday Night by Katy Perry.
Oh, yes, I could get down with that. Last Friday night. That is a good one. I had a teacher reach out. Thank you, Miss Ashley. I'm sure I can't pronounce her name correctly.
Dwork.
Dwork, okay.
Yes.
Thanks, Ashley. Appreciate you. She had mentioned that you're going to be in a competition.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about that.
I have a year-long project. I'm going to be in the Entrepreneurial series for DECA. I am the Vice President of Career Development for DECA. And basically what we do is we're put in a role where we are either a manager. It can be many different roles, but we are put into a role within a business where we have to make a business decision such as investing in something, investing in a new location. It can be a variety of things, and there's many different categories for it. But what I'm doing is I'm doing a year-long project over my nail business, and I'm going to be shadowing a larger business such as my father's nail business, asking about financial details, and I'm going to be competing with that at state.
Oh, that's so incredible.
Yes.
Wow. And so this has kind of just been with you since you were taught, and that entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting. Is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to? Anybody besides Dad? Is there anyone that's helped inspire you or motivate you?
I would say my decade advisors, Mrs. Stanford, Mr. Hull, and Mrs. Dwork, they've really pushed me to become a bigger person, and they taught me so many leadership skills, and really, DECA just has changed my life, and I just love them because they introduced me to the club and everything.
Yeah, that's incredible. And that's just it. It's like, I grew up in a really small town, and I think we had like FCA and like FFA and just a few things, but man, it would have just been quite incredible to have mentors and resources like that. So tell me, if there was somebody your age or younger considering getting into entrepreneurship or DECA, what advice would you give to them?
I would say just to embrace risk and take that leap, because I would say that never trying is a failure within itself, because even if whatever you do fails, it's going to be a learning experience at the end of the day, and that's a success.
Yeah, absolutely. That's very good advice. Is there any other activities or any other events coming up that we should know about?
Well, I have a couple other classmates that are in my class called Applied Marketing, and we are all going to be competing for our DECA projects, and I know they're going to be having some upcoming events. I know that my friend Brooklyn Vaughn, she's going to be doing an event that is basically showing the spotlight to sex trafficking and sex trafficking awareness, and that's going to be in the upcoming month of December. And then my other friend Sophia Zhang, she is working with concealing the barrier between food surplus and then people that are food insecure, and I know she's having some upcoming events with that. And yeah, there's many different projects that are in my class that I would just think could use the spotlight.
Awesome. Brooklyn, Sophia, love to have you on. Those are some very big topics in the world right now that definitely need some light shined on them. Awesome. What type of things would you recommend to help keep things straightened out between work and the extracurriculars? Is there anything you do?
I would say keep organized. I have my own Google Planner. I also have a physical planner. I do like to have things electronically, but I think when you write something down, it just stays in your mind better than when you type it out. Yeah. So I like to have a written planner with everything that I want to do that day, or if I have upcoming tests or if I have upcoming appointments, I need to write that down too, because I often forget.
Yeah, that's great advice. And I feel like that's kind of some of the disconnect is when I was a kid, we would write, you would look at the screen, you would hear what they're saying, and you were writing it down all at the same time. And so I think there's a lot to be said about writing it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything that we didn't cover quite yet this morning that you wanted to mention?
I would say Omaha residents giving the spotlight to local entrepreneurs and small businesses, especially. I think it's very important in downtown area with all this construction going on. I know that a lot of local Omaha residents are continuing to support small businesses and family-owned businesses, but I just really want to highlight that it's really important to support.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
You are bright, and the Omaha area is so fortunate to have you. Do you think that after school you're going to stick around here, or do you plan to venture out?
I think I would stick around here, stay with my parents until I get on my feet, and wherever the wind takes me.
Yeah, awesome. Omaha, they call it. I appreciate it. Well, we are so excited that you came and shared your story with us, and love to get an introduction to Sophia and Brooklyn, and just love to highlight these stories. So thank you for being a part of that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. And if you would like to share your story, connect us, click the link below or message Glenn or myself. Thanks so much, and goodbye for now.